20th of May 2020. But back in 20th of May 1927 was the first Atlantic crossing, first ever solo Atlantic crossing from New York to Paris on an airplane called the Spirit of St. Louis. Now that plane is still in existence in a museum, and the airplane and the event has been celebrated over the years by a number of different radios. Now this is one of the more unusual ones. You'll see online the Spirit of St. Louis radio as a sort of a wooden old-fashioned box with valves on the top, but this one here is made in the shape of a flight case. Look at the detail on even the badges here. Now when I put over this one, there we have it. You got the Spirit of St. Louis, and this number here was the actual number of the plane, which if you look at the Spirit of St. Louis on YouTube, may leave a link to some of those videos on the end of this one or in the description, but you will see this number on the plane. This particular radio I found on eBay while I was looking for and browsing spirit boxes on eBay, and instead of putting spirit box, ghost box, paranormal, I just put spirit box, and the Spirit of St. Louis radios came up on that list, and that's how I found this particular one, which I got sent over from the States. Now in here, over here, you have your serial numbers and badges and stuff, and it says here the first to fly non-stop solo across the Atlantic, and it says at the bottom there, New York to Paris, Spirit of St. Louis NX211. You know, in our modern radios we would hide these badges at the back, but these are proudly displayed on both sides of the radio. Now when you look at the radio, it is made in a sort of cockpit style. Now down here you have the CD player. The CD player is controlled by these switches. You know, you got your open and close switch. Hold on till I just go over the CD here. And when you press a function, you'll have the light flashing like a light in an aircraft. Down here you have the CD, and you got your open and close, beautifully smooth and silent. You got your stop, play and pause, search, skip and repeat, all in these little metal switches. And you know, you got this little plate here. It's beautifully displayed. It's beautifully put together, and you got your little logo up here. We'll start here up at the top. Up here you got your volume, and you got your tuning, your frequencies, and in the volume here you got the date, the 20th of May 1927, the date the famous flight took place, and you got over here New York to Paris, and the number of frequencies there. Down below here you have your volume, and here's another little flick metal switch which is FM, LM and AM. Over here you've got actually a little light for the display. It's too light today to show you, but the actual display itself has a light that you can turn off and on. And over here you've got your tuning knob. Now these tuning knobs and the case itself is plastic, but it is made of a high quality plastic. And this panel here is all screwed together. Down below you've got your functions, you've got your CD, you've got your radio, you've got your lights for all your functions, you've got a boost button here, and you've got your auxiliary, which I'm going to go into detail or tell you about in a second, and you've got your power switch on and off. Down below looks like a little nameplate or a little badge, but actually that is the digital display. So when you go to radio, well, no, actually this display area goes to show that I haven't used a CD player on it. This little nameplate here, this little plate, is actually for the CD player itself, and it's in a panel with 4 screws in each corner. I don't know if they can actually come out of that piece itself, but also what we have at each corner, you've got 4 speakers, 2 in each corner in the lid itself, and you can actually detach these and put them around your room or whatever. And yeah, over here at the side, and you also have vents on each side. You know, it is small, and it's sort of a completely different to the normal hi-fi that you would get in your house. It's basically, it's done in the flight case, and they done in the style of an aircraft, which is very unusual. You even got over up here you have your flight plate, another flight plate here, and a very strong handle with, again, the Spirit of St. Louis logo in that as well. Another small little touch is the antenna has a little ring here that you put up and down your radio. At the back you have connections for an auxiliary, so you can put your downloads, your phone, or in my case you can connect a Spirit box to. So, you know, this is only a short video to show you this radio. I did put a picture out when I bought it to show you what I bought, and I didn't want to do a video on it until today, the anniversary of the famous Solo Atlantic crossing. So, you know, there is other radios out there. I just find this one the nicest because it's done in the cockpit style, you know. But that is basically it, you know. Yeah, you've got the other ones. They're wooden ones and that. But I think this one is the more, I think, unusual one, because I couldn't see another one like it. I do see the wooden ones from time to time coming up for sale. They're not cheap. You know. They are a kind of a. They're like a Rolls Royce, if you know what I mean. It's got that prestige feel to them, you know. Pretty solid, pretty heavy. You're not going to commemorate a famous event like that with a piece of crap. This unit itself, it's 4 or 5 kilos. It is pretty heavy. I'm not quite sure how weighty it is or how heavy it is, but it is actually a very heavy radio. And yeah, I'm going to you know, be using this a lot, you know, for the radio and actually for putting a spirit box on. I'm going to show you briefly how it sounds with a spirit box connected to it. It's, my PSP7 is connected up to it like that.
Post.
It would be if...
Code.
Not doing a spirit box session as such, and just showing you the quality of the sound. We'll just go over here to the radio for a second. That's the sound of the radio. Yeah, that is basically it. You know, to me, you know, the aesthetics of it is what attracted me to it, and I just thought it was a good find, you know. I just thought it was pretty nice, you know. But I'm going to leave it for now, and I'll see you in the next one.